Whenever Japanese baseball is mentioned, the very first name that comes to mind is Shohei Ohtani, a player who amazed the world by excelling as both a pitcher and a hitter. But today, one question is on the mind of every Japanese baseball fan. Can Japan ever produce another superstar like Shohei Ohtani? The truth is, Japan's baseball academies develop thousands of talented players every single year. But only a handful of them ever reach the professional level. And among those, only one or two go on to become international superstars. Today, we're going to talk about the young Japanese stars whom experts believe have the potential to dominate both NPB and Major League Baseball in the future. The first name on the list is Rintaro Sasaki, one of the most powerful high school sluggers in Japanese baseball history. He hit so many home runs during his high school career that fans began comparing him to Shohei Ohtani. His raw power is incredible. He can launch baseballs more than 450 feet with ease. Scouts believe that if he continues to develop at this pace, he has every chance of becoming a future MLB superstar. But raw power alone isn't enough. Mental toughness is just as important. And that's exactly why so many talented players never become true superstars. That's what makes the next player even more fascinating. The World Cup semifinal. Argentina versus England. This was never just another football match. It never has been. Whenever Argentina plays England, they aren't simply facing 11 players in white shirts. They're facing history. They're facing the Falkland Islands. They're facing the memories of 1982. They're facing Diego Maradona. They're facing the hand of God. They're facing wounds that football has never truly healed. Argentina won the match 2-1. The final whistle blew. The players celebrated. And then, the banner appeared. The Falkland Islands belonged to Argentina. That was the moment everything changed. Because this wasn't just a random flag picked up during the celebrations. It was a political statement displayed after a World Cup semi-final against England. And FIFA noticed almost immediately. According to reports published by Al Jazeera, citing additional international sources, FIFA opened an investigation into the political banner displayed by Argentina's players following their victory over England. The reports identified Lisandro Martinez and Giovanni Lo Celso holding the banner that read, "The Falkland Islands belong to Argentina." This was far more than a symbolic gesture. It touched one of the deepest diplomatic disputes between Argentina and the United Kingdom. And this is where the investigation begins to take a much more serious turn. FIFA's stadium regulations prohibit political, offensive, or discriminatory material, including banners, flags, and symbols carrying political messages or statements directed toward countries, groups, or individuals. That immediately raised an important question. How serious could the consequences be? Would it simply be a financial fine? Could players receive suspensions? Would the Argentine Football Association face disciplinary action? Or could the punishment become much more severe? Soon afterward, social media exploded with speculation. Rumors claimed Argentina could face an extremely harsh sanction. Some even suggested the punishment might go far beyond a simple fine. One figure quickly spread across the internet. 10 years. 10 years away from future World Cups. Now, it's important to be completely clear. There has never been any publicly confirmed FIFA regulation stating that displaying a political banner automatically results in a 10-year ban from World Cup competitions. That claim has never been officially confirmed. However, the rumor didn't appear out of nowhere. It was built upon several real events. The banner was real. FIFA's investigation was real. The United Kingdom publicly reacted. And FIFA's regulations regarding political messages during international competitions are also real. When all of those pieces come together, just days before a World Cup final, what initially seems like a small incident suddenly becomes much more significant. And that's when one of the most controversial pieces of the entire story emerged. The alleged leaked audio recording. It was no longer just about fans saying Messi looked unusual. It was no longer only about players appearing emotionally drained. Now there were claims of an audio recording, allegedly linked to someone close to Argentine Football Association President Claudio Chica Tapia's inner circle. According to the rumor, England had filed a formal complaint over the Falklands banner, and that complaint could lead to extremely serious consequences for Argentina. End of part 2. But home runs alone don't make a player a legend. In baseball, a true superstar is someone who can lead their team to victory when the pressure is at its highest. And that's exactly why there's another name every expert is talking about. Shotaro Moriai. This young Japanese talent is gaining attention because of his incredible two-way ability. Just like Shohei Ohtani, he can dominate as a pitcher, and he can also deliver powerful performances at the plate. Because of this, the Japanese media has already started calling him the next two-way star. But here's the real question. Is it really that easy to compare anyone to Shohei Ohtani? Shohei Ohtani didn't just make history in Japan. He accomplished something in Major League Baseball that had never been done before. Elite pitching and elite hitting, all in the same season. It's one of the most difficult achievements in baseball history. That's why many experts believe young players shouldn't try to become the next Shohei Ohtani. Instead, they should focus on creating their own identity. Today, Japan's baseball academies are embracing technology like never before. High-speed cameras, AI-powered swing analysis, biomechanics, and advanced training systems. Every swing is analyzed down to the millisecond. Every pitch is measured for its spin rate. Every movement of a player's body is carefully recorded and studied. As a result, Japanese baseball has become far more advanced than ever before. Experts believe that, over the next 5 to 10 years, Japan will produce several new MLB superstars. But there is one thing that matters more than anything else. Shohei Ohtani isn't just a great player anymore. He has become an inspiration. Today, thousands of children across Japan start playing baseball because they watched Shohei Ohtani on television. In every baseball academy, in every school, on every baseball field, there is always a child dreaming, one day, I'll become the next Shohei Ohtani. But perhaps the next superstar won't be another Shohei Ohtani. Perhaps he'll write his own story. And that's the true beauty of baseball. Every generation creates its own hero. Today's hero is Shohei Ohtani. Tomorrow's hero may be practicing right now on a small baseball field somewhere in Japan. And it's entirely possible that the child nobody knows today will one day become the biggest baseball superstar in the world. With that hope, the journey of Japan baseball stories continues. If you're also a fan of Japanese baseball, please like this video, subscribe to Japan Baseball Stories, and let us know in the comments, who do you think will become Japan's next MLB superstar? Arigatou gozaimasu. Mata imasu. Waving hand.